Hello, and thank you everyone for joining us. Today we're presenting Hand Söder, and let's begin with introducing ourselves.
My name is Samuel. I'm an exchange student from ULISM. My background is on computer science, specifically on software development, system design, and project management. So I'm here taking Openlab course and also a course on business model innovation.
And my name is Kamil. I'm from Poland. My background is in cultural anthropology and technology. Currently, I'm taking the freestanding courses at Stockholm University and Södermalm University. My interest is in city activism and urbanism.
My name is Vanja. I have a background in global development, and now I'm doing my master's in urban and regional planning.
And Zara. Actually, I'm a physiotherapist by profession, but I've done a master's degree in global health and currently working at the European Center for Disease Control Emergency Preparedness Unit. So, let's begin. A quick background about Södermalm, a vibrant district in Stockholm with diverse population of about 131,000 people. No big difference between men and women. The women are 51.5% of the community, and the life expectancy is one of the highest in the world with 83.3 years at birth. Thanks to the high standard of living in the district and the good healthcare and social welfare, people are aging and aging really long. Looking at the graph on this slide, the blue part shows how the aging or the elderly people proportion is increasing over the years, and we see how that was in 2007 with less than 17%, and we are showing the adult community only this graph. By 2022, it's more than 25% of the adult society. So, Södermalm Stadsförvaltning, the elderly care unit, reached out with this challenge, and just how can we find out about the expectations of future seniors and their families in order to offer appreciated, spot-on, and sought-after activities, services, support, and care that contributes to an independent life for as long as possible? Not easy, right? Just quickly about the process. So, taking this challenge into account, we had a big deal of data collection. So we reached out to the activity centers, to our main stakeholders, We had more than 30 interviews with staff and seniors, future seniors as well. From that, we created personas. And as you know, personas are very important to understand the diverse needs, the diverse experiences of people who are finally getting benefit of the project. Seniors, future seniors, and their families, of course. And of course, that gave us better insight into barriers that hinders seniors' engagement in the existing activity centers or the available facilities and services. And we move on to the personas with Vanja.
So as Sarah mentioned, personas are important, and we have kept those in mind throughout our project and therefore in the solution too. So we have 4 personas here, which is, we can start, I will briefly just go through them. Gunnar, he is 79 years old. He struggles with social interactions. His interest is in handicrafts and physical activities, but fears the first step. So only if he had the first step towards the social life, he will improve his social life. And then we have Maria, which is newly retired and has much free time. She's super social and enthusiastic about volunteering work, but lacks the information of where these volunteering programs are. And then we have Annette. She is an employee of the health sector, so she's really much aware of the issues that Södermalm and Stockholm in general faces. So her main wish is to maintain her independence and also to stay active and everything. And then we have Camilla. She is a very busy woman with lots of work. However, she has 2 lonely parents, so she really wants to find something for her parents to go to, like some activities, because at the end of the day it affects her well-being as well to see her parents not have some activities. So from these personas we came up with a redefined point of view, a redefined challenge, which is to address seniors' needs, ensuring they can confidently take the first step by making the activities well-matched, eye-catching and approachable, while promoting independence and social engagement, which can result in better well-being overall. So as you can see, some words are more suited to, for example, the first step is for Gunnar, and then there's well-matched activities, that is something that is for all of those personas. And from this redefined challenge, we created 4 concepts that we thought were interesting and important, which is, first of them is the friendly entrances. So we wanted to have something that is eye-catching, because today's activity centers is not so easy to find for us even. So we wanted to have something like a logo or something that is very eye-catching and that people know what where they're going. And then themed activities. There are already themed activities in these centers, but we want to broaden the range of those activities: painting, dancing, whatever. And then we have fresh air bonds, and the idea with this is to have activities outside in Södermalm, to, depending on the weather and the season, to have picnics, barbecues. And this specific concept also encourages multi-generational connections, so that it's not only seniors. And then we have Philip the waiting buddy, which we will talk later about also, but the main purpose of him is to really track what the people and seniors want and need, and also give directly feedback to where they can go and find those activities.
Coming to the solution selection, so with us, our criteria of what our solution would meet both the personas need but also the challenge needs. The first one, which was very key, was the mindset of Philip. After testing Philip out, we found out that most people were actually interested in talking to him and getting basically the activity centers and finding out where they can find them. Because we had issues where people do not have this information about different activities or activities and when they can find them. So that was a very big impact for us to have that. Another one was something that was informative and communicative. So it's not only giving out information, but also taking information and using that information into decision making or smoothing or creating strategies for the district. Next one was progressive innovation. One of the key criteria from this challenge was to have something that was evolving, something that can change with time, something that can adapt, something that can go through go through different areas or phases of its period and change. Next one was sustainability, something that also meets the SDGs initiative of something that also includes promotes inclusivity and the SDG goals. Next one was encouraging the first step and engagement. This was a very big issue when we found out with different people where they were, okay, I want to go to activity centers, but I don't know where to do. What can I do? What are the processes that I should take into getting those activity centers? And the engagement part was a very big issue, because even with our challenge givers, we found out that reaching these people is a big issue. So then our solution had to meet this criteria. So with that, we came up with Hand in Hand Söder. So Hand in Hand Söder was a redefined solution from the Philip waiting body. So its main idea was to have those criteria infused into one, basically combining different sets of ideas that also not only offers those criteria but also offers ways of which people can interact with, you could say, different challenge makers, different people within different stakeholders within the municipality. So in front of you, we're going to show. So these are the components of Hand in Hand Söder. So first is bi-directional communication. So it's not only having something that gives you information, but also you receive information from it. So you don't only have to just fill it in and just be done with it, but then you got information from it. You get something that actually can benefit you in the long run. Next one is participatory budget, of which my colleague will talk more about it, but then just an overview is people here want to have basically a decision of what can be done with the money that is given by the municipality. So with participatory budget, it allows people to voice out what they want to be done, what activities want to be done within their community, within their district. The next one is well-matched activities. So another issue is some elderly that we interviewed had an issue where I'm not a fan of bingo. I want to go dancing, I want to do stuff, I want to do different activities that do not only, let's say, that most people have this stigma, okay, old people usually do this set of activities, but in the actual sense, what we found, they have other preferences. Because they have this psychological mindset of, even though I'm 88, but I still feel like I'm 40. So that was also something that we had to take into account. So with that, we're going to give a short preview of how the platform will look like. So this is a video of it. So first thing first, they would have basically a very interactive and very eye-catching platform that people can see different activities that they can take in. So here they will go through, they can see stats of how the community engage with the people, they can see reviews of people, and it actually, what we wanted to do is first to capture the attention of key areas where they can go to. So the next part is the well-matched activity sectors. How does it meet to that? So first you'd have to enter places with things like your district so that you can get like activities that are not only within Södermalm, but then specifically, let's say, to your streets or to the area that you're in. Your age and also your gender. Next step is the interest. So this was a very big issue for us because people have different interests in the city and you need to know that. Not all of them want to go towards basically doing the same basic activities, but also its limitations. Some people said, I cannot travel that far, I cannot have the cost. Next part was activity level, how much do they want to engage with the activities? And then from that, they can also, a very big issue was volunteering. People want to be able to volunteer and all that. So then, let's see, so with this one, after taking this, they first get the hamster, and then now, okay, the sound doesn't want to come to, but then this will be basically, it will give them specifically areas not only offered by the activity centers, but also by the district in general, where they can get different activities. For example, here they can get, this person was into art and creativity. He gets to see the Södermalm art studio that is located to this point. Another thing was the lack of first step was because most of them did not have information. I remember when we went to the IT cafe, we told them, okay, there's an IT cafe that is around there. How do you find it? And he was like, is there actually an IT cafe? We had to show him the location of where it is. But also, he cannot see it. Me and Zara went to that place, we were struggling. We had to walk up the street like 10 more times just to find it. So with this, it gives them what is known as a CTA, so a call to action that people can get, like a phone number that you can get on your phone. You can call them and they can give you straight directions. Now, going to the next part, sorry. Let's just wait for this. It's the sound that's supposed to be coming out of here so that we can talk about any technical issues. But yeah.
Good job, the time to write it down.
So the next part was the participatory budget. With this platform, people can make and they can have real-time data of what is being taken into account within their district. So they can submit their own ideas, what they want to be done by the municipality. Here they get a countdown of, let's say, which activities will be done after a specific period of time. With the voting, they can choose what project or initiatives they want to vote for. So this actually, rather than just say, okay, let's do this for them, but in actual sense, people want something else. People want to do different type of activities. Not every person wants to come play bingo. Some people want to go do things like handicraft. They want to do some carpentry. So,
yes. So as you could see, the participatory budgeting is present on the website, but we wanted to take it outside to the physical environment. It was very important for us to make something not only digital, but also engage people to the meeting each other. So we came with this idea of participatory budgeting, basically idea of giving people decision-making power to decide what they want, but not only decide, but also, like as Sam mentioned, to provide their own ideas and provide the projects. In this way, we want to, like as I said, encourage the physical meetings. So people who discuss their experiences, their experience with making the project, but also with life on Södermalm, sharing the ideas, and easy approachable information about this. So we came up with also the yearly cycle, because basically the submission process would start in spring. It would start with the meeting, the kickoff meeting, as we want to like share the information and make people aware of our idea. It will be a place for getting the information, showing the experiences, but also for just social mingle, so place for integration. And then the summer meeting, the same functions, maybe getting some help with the projects, and then the voting process in the autumn. It's just an idea, so like the whole time schedule would be like up for discussion. We can move on to the next slide. We also came up with the brochure, with the mock-up of the brochure. So it's basically the brochure with agenda for one of those meetings. You can see on the next one that you can find, so it's like intro, retrospective of the, it's like after a year meeting. So it will be basically like a retrospective of the previous year, discussing what went wrong, what went good, and maybe presenting some successful ideas, such as this senior plus talks, which is a place for meet between the Gen Z and the senior generation. And also workshops, so people can like get information how to actually, maybe they have ideas and they want to like just get mentoring about like how to start being activist, because we want to not only engage people who are already engaged, but also inspire people who are not so sure or like they don't even know that they want to be engaged. So you can see here. And we can take an example of Gunnar, who wanted to have more physical, maybe carpentry approach activities, but he didn't find a way where and with who. He found our website, and he was thinking like, oh, why not? I'm gonna go for this. And then he met there Maria, which wanted to volunteer, but she had to like also get some mentoring, and they met, and Maria, hearing about the problem of Gunnar, started making a project for him, which succeeded, and they made together the pop-up carpentry shop at one of the service centers.
And then we have a quote from Annette also that says, "New project really enriched our community, and I see that seniors in my centers feel better." And then for Camilla, it was also that finally my parents are not so lonely as they were before. I also find some of the activities interesting on the platform. So it's something for both to her parents and for herself.
Right, with all of that said, we come to the impact. So Södermalm Stadsförvaltning don't only have data that's readily available at all times for prompt and informed decisions, but also they're fostering intergenerational bonds seamlessly. The engagement and contribution of the community is boosting a community spirit, which is very important. And this project is in line with the regional utveckling plan for Stockholm, which is a strategic plan for the whole stad. Also, it's in line with the Stockholm senior care policies, and we know that Stockholm is hosting a big bi-yearly conference this year, which is the Aging in Transforming World. So that should be a great hit.
And then to the conclusion, to remind you, like our solution provides 3 different aspects, which is the online platform, participatory budgeting, and well-matched activities. All of these can be found on the website. And it really prioritizes community engagement, and it really tracks what the needs of the seniors and people are. It's also creating inclusive spaces for diverse age groups, so it's multi-generational as well, as said. And yeah, our aim is there already is a social life in Södermalm. We want to broaden it and make it something bigger. And before saying thank you, we also want to mention our Paula and Kalla that have been also a big part of this project in the beginning. So thank you for listening.